So, hello everybody. Welcome. Today, no camera. We have the lovely Pigeon, our hopefully not vengeful dungeon master.
Depends how the dice roll.
And we got Howl, our wonderful Foogie Popper.
Oh, Poppy.
Howdy.
You see my screen there. Page will narrate, you see my roles on it. Everything else, you just have to take their words for it. Trust the pitch.
We have an honor system.
Yes.
Oh, that reminds me, I should probably fucking bring up my character sheet in D&D Beyond.
Would be useful.
Yeah, knowing my roles would be nice. Wait. We have the fucking PDF files. I don't need that. I know, not the PDF files that need to be deleted with
I was about to say, you
automatic
can't
weapons
say
fire.
that anymore.
I know, I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah,
The TikTok slang.
it's the worst.
TikTok censorship needs to die in a fire. Like
Trusting
the entirety of Epstein Island.
Yeah. Words. I have many words at my disposal, and all of them lead me in no good places. Well, Sebby, take it up with Pitch.
In his defense, sleep is not a kind thing to Sebi-chan. Sorry, Landlord Kun. Because sleep does not play nicely with him.
That's okay. Welcome. I hope you're having fun while Pitch tortures us.
What's it? In this Discord, we share mental eels and insomnia.
Mental eels?
Mental eels.
Mental eels.
They multiply.
That explains the wriggling.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully not electric eels.
Zap.
How do you think the synapses? How do you think the synapses fire?
Mental Illinois.
Mental Illinois, I love.
Okay, then. Hope everything is good. Audio good. Visuals good.
Also, all the words that came to mind are the equivalent of digging my own grave one way or another, so... yes, the dirt nap.
Yeah. Well, we're all friendly
This is why I chose a raccoon. I don't dirt nap, I dumpster nap. A little more cushy, definitely smellier though.
Thank
I mean, as long as you can live with the smells.
Well, so it's crazy though, because raccoons have apparently been reported as domesticating themselves so that they can appeal more to humans who will adopt them.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can have forever homes, which is adorable and kind of terrifying.
I read
Don't tell me this. Oh no. The collecting hoarder in my brain go brrr.
Pidge, you've already adopted me.
I've already been eyeing
it's
the
fine.
raccoons and the
No, you already have one.
Well, if I have one, you might get lonely. Why not two? And if we get two, why not a set of three?
Okay, but hear me out now. You have a Chihuahua pit that I'm totally fine with sharing the attention with. There's a level of spite that just radiates off of that one that I kind of have to.
That's fair. She's filled with rage and snacks.
More snacks than rage, huh?
More snacks than rage.
Alrighty. Well then.
Of course.
Madam Pitch, would you like to do the honors of taking over?
Of course, though I would like if everybody might give a little introduction to their player, their class, and just a line or two of their backstory for the audience.
Alrighty then. I'll
Ladies
take the.
first.
Thank you. I'll take the freedom and start. My character is named Ceres, and she gets clocked by most people as an owlin, although she's actually a cursed human because her ancestor was a massive dum-dum, got shit-faced drunk, and convinced everybody that the local temple is on fire. The thing was, the local temple wasn't on fire. It was just a bunch of olds with pretty glowy eyes sitting up there, and her ancestor, in his drunken mind, thought, hey, that's a fire. So the olds flew away when they tried to put out the flames. And as a punishment, he and his entire bloodline got cursed. So now, unless it's a blood moon, everyone of his bloodline, including me, turns into massive human-sized owls.
We love
Ceres is
the floofy death marshmallow.
Floofy death marshmallow. Ceres is a fighter, but she's not very good at it fighting. She tries to steady a crossbow with her tiny claws.
Watch you actually start making like the most insane critical hit rolls and just decimate everything. I'm a pacifist, I swear. Delete. Delete.
Well, of
Just
course, you can't
leave
get
me
into fights if nobody's
alone.
alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? Fair.
she just wants to be left alone.
That is fair. That is fair. I am Hal Urian, former werewolf. I'm gonna be playing a warlock today. Sebi, don't make me slap the McShit out of you. Anyway, I'm gonna be playing a warlock who sold a portion of his soul in order to gain power, hence the former werewolf, because that was tied to his soul. And now he's being haunted by the vestiges of that. Everything in life is a gamble, though, and all gambles are worth taking.
Excellent. I know that not everybody approves, but there will be the DM insert of Paige the Witch, and also a warlock, who has taken a pack with a bunch of mind flayers, more specifically an elder brain that was hubris enough to name itself after a god of knowledge. So, fun times are to be had.
Teehee.
I love Paige the Witch. Aw, Eldon. But thank you, everybody. So, if it would please everyone, we can begin the campaign one-shot thingamajiggy.
Sure. Take the stage.
Absolutely not. What are we talking about? No, do it. Let's go.
I'll kick you and then I'll ignore you, just because I know you thrive on attention.
She clocked you.
Emotional damage.
Okay, well, for reasons one or the other, old man Alwyn has convinced each of you to come to his house to help him with his a problem that he's been having, because no other adventurers are really taking him seriously, and he can't really afford the guild rate to have adventurers obligated to help. So, Alwyn has brought Howell and Ceres towards his home, talking just meandering about because he is very old. Hello, you two. I'm so glad to finally have some help. You see, it's been such a long time since this house has been lived in. My daughter recently, she got put into an asylum, and it's just been unmaintained. And as I've been cleaning, my granddaughter, she has been having these imaginary friends, and I'm not entirely sure if they're real or not, but I would just like other eyes to, just check the premises.
Okay. I'd like to look around a little bit. See if I notice something.
So, how much is he paying?
You have not actually been given the exact rate for what he is going to pay you guys. He has assured you that there will be some money and then some extra services provided. Now, Siri, you can roll to investigate. You are all outside of the house currently. So you can just roll a d20.
Okay. And it says I rolled an 18.
Well, from the outside of the house, you can see, looking in, that there is some movement through the cobweb, dusty windows of small faces that look at you, peek, and then dart away. Around the house, there's old chicken wire. It's been dilapidated for quite some time, and there's a little girl playing on the deck with a small purple cat.
Okay.
Yes.
I'd like to make known I ruffle my feathers in a mix of disgust of the state of the place and trying to mask a full body shudder.
Well, it beats sleeping outside. I mean, seriously,
Is that in character?
yes.
Alwyn nods, like, I know, it's been a few years since anybody's really lived in here. It's a definite fixer-upper. And as he says that, a board of wood just falls off the house. Yeah, fixer-upper.
Fixer-upper. Yes,
He said.
right. I've seen bell towers in better shape than this. And I sleep in them.
Alwyn just kind of snickers a bit, and Frida finally spies the big owl that is investigating her mama's home. She drops the cat with a little bit of a thunk and immediately runs over. There is no fear in her little eyes, just awe. And she... Goodness, it's a big old owl. It looks so pretty. Hi. Can I pet you?
Hello, little girl. Sure. Why not?
So the little girl just smushes her face against your fluff and hugs. It's like, oh my goodness, it's like touching a cloud. It's so fluffy. You have instantly won her over.
Nice. I reach out with my wing and just pat her on the head. Like I use my wings like others use their arms, so I just pat her on her head.
Quite lovely.
Yeah, better you than me.
Meanwhile,
the other
the
side
cat...
doesn't exactly get so.
Fair. Meanwhile, the cat runs and comes to sniff both of you and kind of paws at Howl, just looking up and tilting her head. She's a little purple kitty with little pink tufts and a tiny witch's hat along with a crystal collar bell.
Hal's gonna kneel down and gently provide his hand for her to sniff. You're a curious little one, ain't you? Ain't you? What's with the hat? What's your story?
The little cat meows and murrs and sniffs his hand. It then gently dunks its little forehead against your hand for pets. So far, it seems very friendly, but it isn't inclined to actually talk. Would you like to both roll a perception check?
Yes. Oh god, that's a 9.
Alrighty, let's screw it. Why not? Oh god. Oh hey. I can send you a picture. That is a flat 16 because I don't have a bonus.
Well, for series, this just looks like a cat. It's a weird color, but cats come in all sorts of colors. Maybe this one's just dyed different color because it does sort of match the small child.
I mean, I am a cursed creature myself, so I don't think much about seeing other cursed creatures.
Very fair. As for how, you can clock that this little cat is intelligent, at least enough for about a humanoid, even if it is about the size of a regular animal.
Do you want to sit on that shoulder?
The cat's ears twitch, and then it just abruptly, without warning, jumps on top of your shoulder to balance on you, doing that little cat thing where they smack your face with their tail.
Fair enough.
Cute.
He's gonna reach up and give her scritches under the chin.
She now sounds like a little moocher.
He does have longer nails than a typical human would. Not very sharp, but they are longer.
So she's just leaning into the scritches, and the little girl, she looks up. My name is Frida. Hi. I was hoping that you guys might not hurt my friends that are inside. And as she is talking, she is playing with Siri's wing, just gently moving it up and down, just fascinated.
I look down at the little girl and just move my wing so she can actually grab the bony parts, and I lift her up, give her some kind of uppies.
Frida is just having the time of her life. She's going, and she is gently up and down, just bouncing. She's having a great time, and Alwyn is smiling so brightly with a twinkle in his eye. He is thrilled you're treating his granddaughter with such kindness.
Don't worry, little girl.
Right.
I'm not in the business of hurting anything except maybe sometimes myself.
Right, so you said you have friends inside. Care to describe them? That way, if they're in danger, we can...
Oh yeah, I got plenty of friends. I got some that I got from my mom, and then I got one that I found here. He's funny looking. I don't know what he talks about, but he's nice. He draws on the walls with me. He kind of looks like
And she thinks for a moment.
he looks like a little man covered in goop. And then the friends that my mom gave me, they're really soft and they look pretty funny with googly eyes.
She nods to herself.
It's just one of them that's kind of mean that I don't get why he's being so trying to hurt people. He kind of looks like he's got a rat head.
Okay.
Got it. Rat head is the mean one. What's the goop? Does that hurt when you touch it?
Nope, it's not. It doesn't hurt. It just takes a lot of soap to wash off, and Grandpapa doesn't really like him, but I like him. So
Please
could
tell
not
me you
hurt
haven't
him.
tried to eat any of that.
The girl looks at you and blinks once or twice and just smiles really shyly.
it doesn't taste very good.
That is because you aren't supposed to put that in.
I ruffle my feathers once again in mild disgust, but I don't say anything.
Frida nods is like,
Well, I had to find out. He just mixed the goop, so I just, tried.
For science.
For science. What's a science?
Ask your grandfather.
Yes.
Okay.
she smiles brightly and runs to her grandpapa, who is now trying to give an impromptu lesson of why she needs to stay in school and pay attention. But he walks over to your group and hands he tries to hand Siri the key to the house, but then just stares at her wing and trying to ponders like, do you perhaps have thumbs?
I don't, but I have pretty nifty claws. I raise one big clawed foot and just do a little wink with my claw.
When it stares at your claws like, those are bacons.
Yeah, comes with the whole size thingy. Don't worry. I'm used to it.
Well, Owen nods and he hands Sirius the key, stepping back and trying to get Frida from being free as she tries to scramble after you. And he just kind of murmurs quietly, now, let's give the adventurers time and space to do their job. Even though Frida looks like she wants to play with Sirius more.
I turn to Frida, just squat down a little. Listen, little girl, you let us do this for your grandpapa, and when we get back, I give you a little fly around the property. Sound good?
Frida squeals, yeah! Sing! Woo! And then she's waving her arms up and down, pretending to fly. She's just having a good old time. This is a very small child.
Mm-hmm. I nod, then look at grandfather, nod again, look at her again. But only if you do as grandpapa says. If he says you didn't behave, I won't fly you around.
Frida just,
Okay.
and she comes down just a little bit while Owen gives you a grateful smile.
Good. I pat her on the head again and straighten up again. Throw the key ring up and catch it with my beak.
Yippee!
Oh, to be innocent. At any point in life. Must be nice.
The little cat nods along, just in agreement.
I mean, it is nice to be a kid and unburdened by things.
By the terrors.
I mumble a little bit with the key ring still in my beak. Let's get this over with.
As you open the house and you walk inside, it is a mess. There's boxes strewn about. There's some old moldy food on the tables and trash everywhere, along with inky oil-like scribbles up and down the walls. Some of them look intelligible enough to think that it's Frida who drew some of them, and others are just sprawls of like handprints and messy doodles.
Hmm.
Can I roll an investigation check to see if anything catches my eye?
Yes, you both can if you'd like.
I would like to roll Arcana and see if there's anything I can determine if magical about the inkiness.
So I got a 12.
Wonderful.
Okay, so 18 minus 1 is 17.
You can
I am
detect
unfortunately running dumb.
Same.
I mean, that's fair, but for Sirius, you can see that there are little footprints that lead towards the kitchen. Just little bits of where it's not as dusty of a creature that has been running around recently. As for Howl, he can sense that there is fey magic in the ink itself, but it's not really doing much beyond making it more sticky and harder to scrub.
Shit.
It is basically just there to ruin whoever's walls it is.
Ceres is going to see how take out a small tin from within his vest, pull out a cigarette and light it with his thumb. Fucking fey magic.
That would explain the tiny footprints. I carefully move my wings so I don't just dust off a surface by accident and point towards the tiny footprints. See that? Something small is in here, apparently.
Meanwhile,
Right.
Pidge is very fascinated by the little light trick that Hal did and kind of tries to pull out the light before it goes out. She then jumps down and begins to investigate on her own, just sniffing the floorboards. Hee. From the kitchen, there is a small little ruckus of a plate being dropped and cracked, followed by what sounds like a small giggle.
The sound makes me fluff out my feathers immediately in a defensive position.
Hal is going to take out his deck of pacts and start performing card tricks while heading in the direction of that sound. And if possible, would like to make a performance check to try and entrance whatever might be watching.
Very fair, you can roll for it.
All right.
What? Like, guys, we got raided.
Oh, that is
Oh, shit.
17? Oh my goodness, hello everybody.
Hello, Gray! What the heck? Hi!
Howdy.
Let me give you a shout out, my friend.
I just love the little dancing cockroach emoji.
That is because Gray is, aside from being an amazing artist, he's a VTuber with a cockroach model.
Oh, nice.
Let me just follow real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
So, for those who don't know me, my name is Saras, and I'm usually a creative streamer, but today I'm playing D&D with my lovely moderator, Pidge, as our DM, and the equally lovely Howl, who is about to get murdered by Pidge with me.
Nice to meet everybody. Should we redo introductions for our characters just briefly, because so people know kind of what's going on?
Yes. My character is named Saras, just like me, and is an Owlin fighter. Although she only appears to be an Owlin, she's actually a cursed human.
And
now
I am playing Hal. I am a I'm a warlock who was formerly a werewolf. Long story short, sold that particular part of his soul for power, and now has just been gambling everything. Life, money, doesn't matter what it is.
Heck yeah, y'all doing fresh adventure. Yes, completely fresh. And it's my third time playing it, ever. So be nice to me, please.
I'm also the most veteran in this group, so again, so that the crowd knows, I will be providing support for either Pidge or Ceres. If they have any questions, I know entirely too much. But also, rule of cool, things can happen that might be more interesting than rules as written or rules as intended. So, screw it, why not?
Yep.
And yes, hello, I am the DM, Pidge the Witch, also known as Kawaii Pigeon. I will also be playing a Tabaxi Warlock that has a small animal form. She is also partly tiefling.
Oh, Pitch, you were just... What the heck is wrong with Discord right now? Oh my god. 5,000. What's wrong with my ping? God damn it. Let me just reconnect real quick. Just a sec.
Hello?
Ah, it's back. It's back. Okay.
Okay, I can
Love
hear
the music.
you.
Okay,
I
sorry.
can hear you. Okay, sweet.
Yes,
No,
lovely.
it
It's
was
over 5,000.
it was-
Yeah.
Just a smidge of stuff.
it was
It's
funny
not a
because it
stream
was like
without
hearing
stuff.
GLaDOS.
Yeah.
It was like hearing GLaDOS from Portal just yapping partial words.
Tabaxi Tiefling, so good. It's over 5. Yeah, not quite over 9,000. So, pack down the Vegeta to when we get to that, okay?
Actually, if I remember correctly, the original quote in the manga was it's over 8,000, which is wild that they raised the bar for the anime.
I mean, the entire series is constantly raising the bar, so.
True.
Very fair.
And demoting overpowered enemies to mediocre allies.
This is also very true.
Okay.
God, that sounds like a weird metaphor for my love life. We once were partners, now we are mediocre allies.
Okay, so Pidge, if you would please continue with your own introduction.
Yes, Hal was needing to roll for a performance check while he was shuffling.
But also, I will re-roll because enough time has passed where I don't remember what the number was. But your introduction also was very robot skippy, so
Yeah.
please redo your introduction, ma'am.
Which?
Pigeon.
Yeah.
Oh, hello everybody. I am Pidge the Witch, also known as Kawaii Pigeon, and my character is a Tabaxi Tiefling Warlock who has made a pact with a Elder Brain that named itself after a god of knowledge. So this is going to be fun. I am also a beginner DM, and this would be my fourth session DMing.
Well, we're glad to have you. I rolled a 16 plus 5 for a total of 21.
Wow.
Yippee!
Bit overkill.
Gotta be
So-
charismatic, yo.
So as you are shuffling your deck of your pack, the little creature that has been dropping plates kind of pauses and he watches with wide eyes and his jaw slightly slacked. It is a very small humanoid creature that has a normal man-sized head attached to its tiny body. Its body is covered head to toe in that inky oil substance, and it is kind of leaning over the edge of the counter, just watching you with awe.
Okay, so.
Frida gave us the name of this friend, right? Or no? She just said that she had a friend who was kind of goopy.
Yes, she did not give the name, but she did describe the creature.
So that be the goopy friend then.
All right. Hello,
And
friend.
Hehe.
Do you speak the common tongue? Common parlance, I should say.
The small creature, his ears wiggle and he starts to talk in gibberish, but he does nod that he understands you somewhat. The cats that you have all been communicating or hanging out with, plops a little bit forward, and you can hear its voice more than you see its mouth move. It says,
Oh, this thing is speaking Sylvan, and his name is Inky.
Inky. Also, when the fuck were you gonna say that you could talk?
When it was relevant, and when I knew you guys wouldn't be mean to cats.
I look at the cat.
Got
Look
it.
at
Right around the
Inky.
time that I was gonna offer you jerky.
Yeah, I look at the cat, look at Inky, look at the cat again. Then gesture to me with my wing, still very careful so I don't dust off everything. I may be a massive bird, but birds usually aren't that mean to cats.
Well, you'd be surprised. Some people just like to kick for fun, and that's when I give them migraines.
Yeah, those are the people I light on fire.
Yippee!
Yeah, those are the people I usually drop from up high so they know what it's like.
as we were all talking, Inky just nods along and he's gibbering along, and Pidge nods again. He's like, he agrees because he has also been kicked. The plight of small creatures, amen.
Smaller cursed creatures, if you please.
If you please.
Yeah, I kind of understand that one. So, what exactly is he
Hi,
saying?
neighbor.
Pidge clears her little throat, and she looks at Inky and gestures to him with a rolling paw to continue. And Inky, through Pidge, hi, I live here. I've been living here with Miss Alice, and I don't recognize none of y'all, but hello. He's a friendly little guy.
He's a friendly little guy. I look around again, a bit confused by the situation, but then I just give off an old chatter and just gesture towards Inky. Miss Alice, I think that's the daughter of the man who asked us to get in here and check if you guys are real. I make quotation marks with my wings.
Inky nods. Basically, he's talking through Pidge.
Oh, yes, Miss Alice. That be her pa. Haven't seen her in a couple years. You know, after she had a little one, and then she just kind of vanished. So I've been looking after the place, and he gestures to the ink on the wall. You know, just sprawling, claiming my turf, all that.
I look around as he gestures and just go, love what you did with the decorum, although the rotten food is a bit, kills the vibe a little bit.
Inky just nods. I'm like, well, I happen to like the smell, so I guess I'll make a note of it not to do it when y'all birdliness is around. And he just kind of shuffles at least some of the trash to the corner.
I gesture as if I want to object, but then just give up. And you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, I have a question, Inky. The little Miss Frida mentioned that one of her friends had a rat head and was a bit of a bully.
Inky growls, that rat bastard. You see that damn thing? It moved in after Miss Alice had her episode, and it has been just hell on earth, I tell you what. Inky has just inherited the Larry the Cable Guy voice.
Perfectly fine. I mean, yeah. So, you might happen to know where I might be able to find him, so we can have a nice little chat.
Inky nods. Well, he kind of lives up in their attic, but you won't be able to get in. I haven't found the key, and the door's pretty locked. He tilts his head.
Sometimes it's little goons are hanging out in the basement, but you might want to be careful. They ain't the most friendly folk. Especially because that damn thing has got them convinced that it's more fun to kill things than to just screw with them a little.
Got it. So we gotta find a key. Okay. Might be able to get inside without one.
I look at Howl and just lower my wings, completely deflated. We're not going into that basement, are we?
Well, on the off chance I might want to see you squirm, possibly. But if I can figure out a way without the key, absolutely fucking not.
Well, mean, for one, and second, I'd appreciate if we didn't.
I pull out some jerky from my pack and offer it to you. There's more.
To me or to Pitch?
To you.
Okay. I'll take the jerky. Thank you. Yeah, I carefully take it with my beak and start to nibble a little bit.
As Howell does that, there are now two sets of big, watery eyes staring up at him. One is Inky, and one is Pidge, pawing at him.
All right, fine. Yank my chain, why don't you? He's gonna take out a small pack of rations, one of his day's worth of rations, and he's just going to open it, break the hardtack up, look around, fucking. There's no goddamn water here. Shit. Inky, do you got any cups?
Inky tilts his head and he kind of walks along the countertops, making very visible inked footprints just because he likes to mess up marble. Opens up one of the cupboards to get a glassy cup and then holds it out for Howl.
I'm gonna pour some water in for my water skin and then drop the broken pieces of hardtack in. These aren't gonna necessarily taste good, but the water is gonna soften them up and make them actually edible. And then in the rest of the pack, he's gonna take out the dried jerkies and break those up and then hand them the pieces too.
Inky, for his part, he downs the watery hardtack and he just nom nom nom, eating with his mouth open, no manners, but he has no qualms about the taste.
Oh, that works. I will say, just for the sake of it, the jerky isn't going to taste like much. It's gonna be survival food. It's not gonna taste like much. Mostly because I want to see the reaction to the people who have consumed the jerky, because it's something that I personally, in real life, have had. Alpaca jerky. Those fuckers died in vain for the most flavorless jerky possible.
Damn.
It's so depressing. You'd expect them to be tasty, but no. They didn't season it right.
I believe for Inky, he takes the jerky and he eats it, and he has the most blank look on his face. But he's eating it just as well as anything else. It seem he has no sense of flavor. He just likes to eat. Meanwhile, Pigeon eats it, spits it out once, looks at you, and doesn't want to waste the food. So she eats it, but her little face scrunches up, just yum.
I'm sorry, but if we were to set up a camp somewhere, I could probably do a lot better for you. This is just survival food. That's all I really got at the moment. It was depressing. I know. That's what survival food is.
And if that's not enough, I can hunt you some fresh mice. I'm pretty good at it.
Pigeon's ears, her little ears flick up from her hat, and she's like, "Yes, mice."
I
Our
see
little.
we understand each other.
Inky grabs the cups like a menace with fingers inside the glass, right? Yeah. Sebi-chan got the vibe. He has no manners. Now, I want everybody to roll a perception check.
Yes, ma'am. I got a
Don't fucking
10.
make me roll for things. Don't make me roll for things in this role-based tabletop game. All right. Hooray! I don't have minus in that one. It doesn't matter. I'm more confused about the fact that Inky was capable of not suffering at the taste of his own ink. That's a 2 flat.
Ouch!
Oh, you don't sense a goddamn thing.
I'm very distracted by Inky. Like, what? How does he keep balance? It's just a big head on a teeny tiny body, like a weird fucking mannequin attached to a doll. What the fuck?
You'd be surprised.
What's it? Ceres, however, is able to clock a bright piece of fabric running just out of view down into the basement.
I watch off the piece of fabric that just vanished. Turn back to the others. Just go. Did you see that? Did you see that? Am I seeing things here?
See what? Huh?
And there's just a bright piece of fabric that was just like dragged down there into the basement. Like, I mean, it's obviously someone trying to lure us down there, but someone just ran there.
Pitch, she rolled an 11, so she's like, "Well, I saw it too. It looks a little. It looked a bit weird. I guess we do have to go to the basement."
All right. But both of you stay behind me.
Yay, meat shield.
I can do that.
Good.
Do
Things might get a
either
little ugly.
do either of you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
I do.
Lovely.
Ah.
So making your way to
I have-
the basement, it is pure darkness for most creatures. However, the party itself all has dark vision, so you can see where you're going just fine.
And because of my curse, my eyes glow in the dark.
So I can see in magical darkness with devil sight because of the invocation from being a warlock. I also have 120 feet of it.
Very fair.
I can see up to 30 feet, but that's just me being an owl. Also, as I said, my eyes glow in the dark.
Oh, this might become very much like a horror movie for you, and I apologize in advance.
Tee
Oh,
Oh boy.
I hope you have high wisdom or charisma. One of the two. Oh, this might be bad.
I have not.
Oh no!
I
Evil
have
DM cackling.
I have 8 points of wisdom and 11 points of charisma. I'm fucked.
well, that depends on if I'm actually able to say not you. Because that. Oh yeah, no. I well. Yeah.
Eldon says he's also
I can
cackling.
technically.
Getting out the stat blocks. Here we go.
It only applies to things that I hit. So you are good. You are safe.
From you.
Yes, both of you are safe from me unless for some reason I have to directly attack you.
You shouldn't have told her. You shouldn't have told her.
It's okay. I have my ways around these things.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. As you are making your way down the steps, Pidge is keeping up by hopping down, just staying right behind your feet. And as you get down into the basement proper, there are plenty of rats about, just going about their day, scurrying, looking at you, staying near crates. Pieces of fabric run behind the crates just out of view, just so you can see the tufts of little bits of fur that are definitely not the rats. And uh, through a window in the basement floor, there is light coming down on a small pile of coins and a key. There are also
The
multiple
small pile of
dolls on top of the crates.
the small pile of coins and the key. What are they resting on?
They're just resting on the floor. You both can roll a perception check if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to see if there are any traps or anything. So, would I be able to roll investigation for that?
Yes, you can.
So I got a 12 on my perception check.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm probably not detecting any traps with a 9.
Well, Siri clocks that it is a trap of some sort. Pidge rolled a 1, so she's just gonna go for it. Um, do either of you try to stop her?
I tried to
Yeah.
stop her by trying to snatch her collar with my beak and throwing her on my shoulder. Just
She
go,
she
just
makes a
going,
little,
just going, girl, that's obviously a trap. Don't.
but shiny. Her voice cries a little bit as she's plopped on your shoulder and just a little bit disoriented from being thrown. She's her big old eyes just oh shiny.
I know it's shiny, but don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. I say as I start to fluff my feathers up so I look as intimidating as I can be and really stare into the room with my big glowy eyes.
I would like you to roll for intimidation, Siri.
I got a
Can I
6.
assist? Can I
Yes.
assist? Okay. So, would you like me to roll intimidation as well, or would you like me to give you advantage on it?
Series can roll with advantage with your assist.
Okay.
So series, that means you just roll 2 dice, and whoever is the bigger number is the one that counts.
Okay, then I just roll it again.
Yes.
That's a
And the
7.
bigger number is what you get. Well,
I-
you got a 7. Shit.
Uh,
Not only did that not really do anything, you can now hear what is a soft clacker of wood coming from the dolls that are laying as still as they can, but they're shaking just a little bit like they might be laughing.
I just stay puffed up like I am and gently nudge out. This usually works. I'm out of ideas.
I'm gonna reach up and put my hand on the closest thing that you have to a shoulder. Watch how it's really done. And then I would like to do 2 things at once. One is a bonus action and the other is an action.
Elaborate.
As a bonus action, I would like to activate my form of dread. As an action, I would like to howl at the top of my lungs for intimidation.
Go for it. Roll.
How much light is in this room? Basically nothing.
Basically nothing except for what is highlighting the quest items.
Cool. That light begins to dim deeper. And Ceres watches as Howl's face begins to leak its own inky substance from the eyes and the corners of his mouth. His body expands slowly. The cracking of bones can be heard echoing throughout the room. And he takes on the shape of a very decaying werewolf. And then at the top of my lungs, I howl for intimidation, which is a 24.
Two of the dolls that are there immediately move upright and they run towards a air unit in the wall and scramble into it, leaving their last partner there, who sits up and kind of braces himself against the crate, just kind of like it's breathing hard, looking at you with wide eyes, but it's not running just yet. But its cover has been blown because it got so spooked.
Good. You stayed. I really don't want to have splinters in my fucking maw. And I'm going to step forward. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to offer me every bit of intelligence you have. Tell me what is going to disarm the traps in this fucking room.
The doll itself kind of scrambles at its mouth and is kind of very hurriedly trying to convey that it cannot talk, that it would love to give you this information, but it is physically incapable of doing so.
Got it, you can't talk, so you're going to be the one disarming the traps. Do it. I'll give you to the count of 20. And then I give him the most pleasant smile that I can. And as I do so, one of the eyes of the werewolf in the socket just kind of slowly ploops out, still hanging on by the cord of tissue.
The doll is trembling. It is staring at you with what is probably as deep a fear as it can create. Oh dear, why do I have such good imagination? Yes, incredibly.
I don't know, Navel, but me too, girl. Me too.
I want you all to roll initiation.
I got a 4.
Okay. And I shit you not, I rolled a 19 plus 3 for a 22.
Technically, Hal goes first, but the Muppet also rolled an 18.
It's a surprise round.
It's a surprise round. What he does is the puppet raises its hands almost like it's going to surrender. It crosses them and then brings the hands down in an X slashing gesture. The room spins for everyone, and I need to have everyone roll a DC save of wisdom for 16 or higher.
I got a 19 saving throw!
Shit. 16. 15.
Rolling. With her wisdom modifier. So, Ceres actually passes the DC save. For Howl and for Pidge, the room sort of spins as it begins to shift from a basement to a cavern, and in front of them, where the trap was, is a black bear, a large bear. Even though I know black bears are small. From what Ceres can see is that her teammates are now staring glassy-eyed, slack-jawed into space. The doll itself seems to relax a bit as its attack has succeeded. So next would be surprise round. It skips. And so I would think it circles back to rolling another initiative round, perhaps? Hal, help me?
No. So, surprise happens before initiative rolls, technically. Because we rolled initiative, that's the order that we have now. So it's me, the creature, then I believe you, and then Ceres.
Okay, fair. Creature digits round, so...
Actually, Ceres, do you remember what you rolled for
I
initiative?
rolled a 4.
Okay, yeah, so you probably are going last.
Yeah.
Which, hey, the great thing is, you either want to be first or last in initiative. You do not want to be in between.
Yeah.
It's the safest places to be because you can react in time for what you need. All right. Well, since it's my turn for initiative, I'm going to click my heels together, and a small, thin blade will shoot out of the toe of my boot, and I'm going to rush toward the black bear and try to stab it with a kick.
Okay, roll to see if you hit. You need a 11 or higher.
No, I miss. I rolled a 9 total.
So as you try to kick it, the bear moves its claws out of the way to dodge. Next would be Pidge, who casts, or tries to cast, her Eldritch Blast. She rolls a 17, so her eyes glow a great yellow as her hair and fur poof out. She rolls a 9. And it manages to smack the bear right into its chest, making it recoil just a smidge. Siri, you do not see what is going on. For you, it just looks like they're staring off into space while the puppet thing is laughing.
So I will try to grab the puppet because we're now in a bigger space, so I can actually use my wings as they're intended. And I fly and swoop in to catch the Muppet with my claws.
I would say yes, just roll for it. It has to be a 10 or higher.
Do you want me to roll
a d20?
A d20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I got a net 1.
You fly and try to grab it as best that you can, but it is a small target, and it just ragdolls down as you get over it so that it can dodge your claws. You
Uh,
overshoot it and land flanking the doll at least.
okay. That's a start.
Teehee.
And that's all I'm doing. So my attempt was basically my attack.
Fair. Let's see. The puppet turns and it locks onto Ceres. And what is your AC, Ceres?
My AC is 10.
Okay, it rolls and it D6. It turns and it puts its hand on top of its head, covering one of its googly eyes. The other eye then glows. It quickly sprays its hand back to reveal its eye and makes a burst of psychic noise at you for 9 damage.
Ow.
Oh. Oh shit.
That one
These
hurt.
things. Yeah.
Ouch.
Rippy. Next would be Howl.
So is there any saving throw that I can make against this effect again? Or is it just until something breaks the effect?
You can make another DC 13 roll, this time with intelligence.
Fuck, that's worse. Okay, here's the roll. Oh hey. So you said DC 13?
Yes.
Meets it, beats it. I rolled a 14 minus 1.
As you are dealing with the bear, you notice that it is not really behaving the way a bear really should. That it isn't breathing, it's not blinking, it's just having its mouth open in a menacing state. And with this realization that it's not a living being, the illusion for you disperses, and you come back to your senses, almost like returning from a disassociative state, locking back into your body, and you are now able to move and perceive what is going on. The Ceres is hurt, at least looking like she has a migraine, and the doll is turned its back from you and Pidge to focus on her. It does not realize that you have woken up from the stupor.
Okay. So that is actually my turn, unfortunately. Usually ending an effect on yourself is your turn, no bonus action or movement. If you're willing to be merciful, feel free. If not, that's totally fine. I want to fuck up this doll, but I'll hold off until my next turn.
Very fair. Then I suppose it is Pidge's turn. And she is going to try and cast Eldritch Blast once more. She does not succeed. So you just see a little tremble from her as she is fighting a mental bear. Next would be Ceres.
Okay, so I try to dive bomb that thing again. Which would
Roll
be...
for it.
Yes, that's a 9.
You miss. You overshoot it once more. Rip.
Damn it. Okay, since I'm a fighter, I'm using action surge.
Okay, go for it. Roll again.
In a 4.
Yeah, no. Rip.
Yeah. I hoot in frustration. Real old hoot. It just curse at it from the top of my lungs. Like, stay
Oh,
still,
poor
you little
Siri.
fucker. Let yourself get caught. God damn it.
The creature thinks it has you guys on the rope and is doing its little jig, just mocking you all, and then points at Howl. He does the gesture to cover his eyes, but he screws up the incantation and he misses because he rolled a 5.
Damn. I had a thing planned and everything. It's fine.
Rip. Now, Howl, it's your turn.
Cool. So, I'm going to then, with the deck of pacts, throw one of the cards, shuffling to pull out a 5 of spades. This is not the spell effect, by the way. This is just me determining what card I actually throw from the deck. Okay, so this is the attack roll. That is a total of 24. Jesus Christ.
Damn, that poor damn out doll. Jesus Christ.
And it takes 5 points of piercing damage as the card just embeds in its face.
That's 5. So...
Fucker.
the yes.
Also gonna shout, Pidge! Bear's not fucking real!
She rolls a 3, so I was like, what do you mean it's not real? I see it right here. It's a damn bear. But as you throw your deck of cards, they are now lodged in the thing's ear. It has half a ear dangling. Oh.
And that's my turn.
Bear. Paige is still fighting that damn bear, but it is not enough to actually hit it. The turn then passes to Ceres.
Okay, so I once again try to dive bomb that thing.
Please roll.
Oh, my roll's a legendary bad! It's another 4.
You do not get it. This tiny little thing is just able to, those little toys where you're pulling on the little sticks and it shifts back and forth really unpredictably. That's what it's doing to you.
Okay. Hunting mice is easier.
And this thing is dumber than a mouse.
Yeah. So I just swoop past it and hoot again in frustration as it escapes me again.
This damn thing is basically a Reddit mod.
Yeah, I know, Nebel. I
never
know
showers.
the dice don't like me. So that's basically the end of my turn.
Rip. It rolls.
Out of curiosity, how hurt are you right now?
Not much.
Okay, good point.
Not much. It's but a scratch.
For now.
Eep!
The doll itself, instead of taking its action to attack either of you, it dashes towards the air conditioner unit, the hole in the wall and starts smacking its palm against it very, very loudly. That is its action.
It's calling for backup. Lovely.
Okay. Well, oh shit! Because I hit it, I should have done the thing where it rolled to fear me. In that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll. No, I'm not. I don't have to roll for this yet. I'm going to cast Hex on it and give it disadvantage on athletics checks. And then I'm going to grapple it, which is going to force it to contest an athletics check against me. And it has disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. So.
I want to point out for Wild, for story reasons, I had Hex do nothing to the poor thing because it was, No, wait, wrong creature. Never mind, let's go. Let's fucking go!
Okay, so. What did you roll?
It rolls for disadvantage, and it rolls a 6.
I got a total of 18.
Oh, damn. Okay,
So I now have it by the tiny body in my hand.
The poor thing it's trying to smack you, but it does not actually have physical attacks, so it's more or less you're being bat by little sticks.
Would you fucking quit? I swear to God, I'm gonna bite your goddamn head off. Fucking quit. We're not here to kill you. There is a little girl, Frida, who wants us to keep all our friends safe. Why do you think I tried diplomacy?
The thing pauses as it hears the name Frida, and it tilts its head at you, blinking. Its buddy pops out from the vents. It also has heard the name Frida, and instead of attacking, they actually watch at you, and the other one snaps its fingers so that the bear that Pidge is fighting disappears, and now it is not actively trying to hurt you, and neither is its buddy. Yes, Nabel, that was diplomacy. That is scary diplomacy.
That is diplomacy of intimidation.
We call it aggressive negotiations in the pack. Anyway, sorry for hurting you. But you really shouldn't have fucking pissed me off. Now, are you gonna behave? Or am I gonna have to take a limb off?
The doll waves its hands very passively, like no, and it signs one. It has one sign, and it's signing sorry.
I will provide a singular head pat. And then I will drop my form of dread.
The little puppet mimics like it's breathing a sigh of relief and kind of limp in your hold. The other one is kind of trying to tug its friend away from your hand, but it's more or less just hanging on to the other one's feet.
Couple of things. You're gonna need posable thumbs and actual musculature to be able to pull that one off. Look, we just want the key so we can figure out what's going on with the rat boy. Possibly get him to calm the fuck down. Right? Nobody needs to get hurt. Not a singular one of you needs to get hurt more than you already are. And again, I am sorry about your ear. Kind of surprised that's what I got, because I wasn't aiming for that.
The puppet nods, It kind of rubs its little hair. It's not very smart, so it doesn't exactly know what you're talking about or how to help, but it does pluck the card from its body and offers it back to you.
I take the card back and fit it back into the deck that's in my vest. All right.
So Nabel said they should be scared, to be fair. They're sticksmithing with Big Dog.
They're those lamb pluffies. Hal just can put it in his mouth and shake.
Don't tempt me. Well, I mean, I'm not in the werewolf form anymore. So I'm going to set the doll down. If I go grab that key and the gold, are there going to be any problems?
The little doll taps its little fingies together in that shy pose and shakes its little head while looking down. There shouldn't be any problems because they are the trap.
Okay.
So I flutter.
By the way, you're pretty effective trap. Congratulations on doing your job really well. You just had the misfortune of running into us. And I'm going to go and collect the key. Ceres! Do the counting. I'm going to try and figure out something. I went to a really dark place there. I need to just kind of decompress a little bit.
I flutter my wings as I set back down on the ground. Yeah, figuring things out. Okay. As I stumble over to the gold coins because my head still hurts, and also I've seen things. I'm not a very brave owl.
The Muppets, by the way, with the praise of how their eyes are fluttering and their mouths are open and they're just swaying side to side like Animal Crossing villagers when they get their praise. Like they are good traps. Let's see. Pidge comes up to the both of you and kind of rubs against Hal's ankle and then to Siri's like, hey, it's okay. It's, creepy adults. That get to anybody. The rats, meanwhile, have looked at all this commotion, but they see that there is an owl and a cat. So they are not going to... The swarm is not going to chance messing with you guys.
Hoot hoot, bitches.
Probably
Even though
for
they
the
see me
best.
fail.
Probably for the best.
Probably for the best.
They saw me swooping in on this doll and missing and still don't take the chances.
They're like, that's an owl. That's gonna eat us.
Yeah.
By the way, inside of the little bits of gold and the key are 5 bits of gold for each player.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
The key itself is brittle, and now you are able to access the attic at any time.
Nice. I take the key carefully with my beak, so I don't accidentally crush it with my claws. Get over to Howl and drop it into his hands before reaching down to the doll that made a fool of me. It just carefully swish my wing over its head. You're a good prey, but don't make fool out of big owls, please.
The little puppet taps its little hands to its cheek and then tries to pat you like it is sorry for messing with you.
I accept. My head still hurts though.
Is there any chance we can find ye old ibuprofen?
I think I will survive without ibuprofen as long as I don't go into bright places.
The doll does not know what an ibuprofen is, and it really just kind of looks at its buddy. Their buddies are not very smart. They don't know what you're talking about, but it does offer you a pebble.
I take the pebble with my claw and bow my head in thanks.
Right. Well,
And then,
seems like it's about time we head up to the attic.
if we must.
Don't worry. I'll do that again.
Oh, great.
Aggressive negotiations, they work.
My feathers completely
then-
deflate, and I suddenly look much smaller.
I will... The more rats you catch, the more I will add to the stew that I plan on making tonight.
Rats, you say? And I glance at the rats that are still watching us. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Fair
Not
enough.
now. Not taking my chances in a fucking cursed house. I've had it with
Fair enough,
curses.
I wouldn't want to eat the rats here anyway.
Yeah, me neither.
They've probably been rolling
Alright.
around in whatever Inky has been making on the floor.
Yeah, that's a flavor profile that not even a mother could love.
And I prefer mice anyways. Especially barn mice. They got a chewier texture somehow. I can't explain it. It's just a...
Pigeon
Have
nuts,
you
like,
ever tried raccoons?
Eh,
No.
buddy,
Pigeon
I
with her small voice.
It's like a pizza pocket. They just crunch and explode in your mouth.
Exactly.
What the
She gets
fuck?
me. And also, I'm a bird. Buddy, I got a beak. I can hardly chew.
Rip
Yeah,
and
it's
tear
fine.
until it's done.
It's fine. We get a funnel. We tilt your head back and we just pour.
Oh,
So
shot,
Nibble
shot.
says, this is way too adorable. I want blood and tear and more aggressive negotiation, please.
Don't worry, the most aggressive negotiations are about to come if I'm quite correct in my assumptions.
We
You
will
would
see.
be quite correct. As you head towards the attic, the little puppets decide to not follow you quite, but they go their own way through the air conditioner units. And Inky seems surprised that you actually came back up from the basement, and he waves as you're making your way through.
Hey,
I-
Inky, got any way to heal somebody?
Inky, he pauses, he nods, and he scrambles over to a little hole in the wall that he has been coming in and out of, and he manages to bring out a gently used health potion.
Gently used probably means that the glass has been licked and possibly has a couple ink stains on it.
Yes.
Oh god.
But he comes back and he hands it over to you, and he looks very proud of himself for finding it.
Thank you kindly. And I'm gonna give him one of the gold pieces. And then I hand the bottle over to Ceres.
I
'Cause
look at
Inky
the
is now chewing on the gold.
I look at the bottle, then sigh, pop the cork with my beak, then grab the bottle with my beak and just go with the bottle still in between my beak. Bottom shop. I just throw my head back.
Chug, 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 chug.
Just doing shots.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is where I introduce the homebrew rule. Instead of rolling for health potions, you just get a net 10 to heal.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means I'm full health again.
I don't like the possibility of my players trying to heal themselves and getting just the bare minimum. So, this was a homebrew rule from, I think, Dungeon Dudes that I decided to implement with my campaigns.
Nice.
I like it. Normally, I would do, if they take the action to drink it, they get the full amount, and then bonus action they have to roll for it because they're trying to like speed chug. But that actually works better in this case because we are just two people. Like, we are not really in a position where we can screw around too much.
Yeah.
Very fair.
So, I love your rule.
Yeah, your rule is very kind.
Yippee. I can be a nice DM sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes when you're...
So I set the bottle back down and just shudder a little bit. Whew. Okay. I'm fine. I'm feeling awake.
Yippee.
When we get out of here, I'll offer you 10 scritches.
Pigeon nods like,
And now I can preen your wings if you'd like me to.
and she makes the little cat when they're trying to kill a flea, that kind of movement, the little teeth nibble.
I look down at Pitch and just do a little old happy chirp.
Yippee.
All right. I need to check on something real quick in my... before I...
Caffeine shot. Yes.
Okay, cool. So, I'm assuming that from the basement to the attic, it's going to take about a minute for us to get there.
Yeah, more or less, I believe. This house is not very big, but it is
A bit of a little mosey.
why.
Because I'm going to take at least a minute of travel time to, perform a small ritual. Pigeon should recognize this as a direct contact to a patron. I'm using my magical cunning to restore the one spell slot that I used for the confrontation ahead.
Very fair. And as you are doing so, Pigeon is just angling her little bell to where it is kind of pointed towards you, but she's not doing much else as she's walking with you.
So, as I finish, so that bell. What's the story?
My jingle jangle?
And she very quickly covers it with her paw. It's like,
Oh, it's just, something I like to wear is all.
would you like to roll to see if you can buy what she's selling?
Given that I have at least noticed that she keeps angling it when something interesting is happening, would I have advantage on this roll?
Yes, you have advantage on the roll.
Okay. Well, that is interesting. This would be insight, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a 15 as the highest and a 12 as the lowest. Sorry, not 12. Fucking 4. I was thinking the 2 and 12, and I said that like a dumbass. I rolled a 4 as the lowest, and 15 as the highest.
Well, with 15, you can clock that this is something related to a patron, and this is not just something she wears, this is something she is more or less obligated to wear at times.
Right. So, next time you try to fool a charlatan, make sure that you're better at it than they are. I'm going to offer a head pat, but I'm not going to push too much. on that.
She blushes a little bit because she did get caught telling a little fib, and she does accept a little head pat. She then tilts her head up, at least as a condolences for not being as truthful, to show that she has little horns. It's just a little something to show about her, almost in compensation for being a little fibber. Then we would be making our way towards the wooden door, able to open it, and inside of the attic is a bunch of dust as before, some rats, and a large painted window that bathes the attic in gentle moonlight or sunlight. It's still daytime. There's some partial rooms within the attic and a corner filled with magical doodads.
Pigeon, do you want to check out the shinies?
I would love to check out the shinies.
Well,
She
too bad you
rolled.
lied to me.
The most heartbroken, betrayed meow.
No, seriously though, you can do what you want. You're an adult as far as I can tell. I cannot control you.
And she pauses and she's like, wait, you can tell I'm an adult? And she's a little flabbergasted, like, thank God somebody was able to clock in. Everybody talking to me like I'm a kid or something. There's a lot of hidden anger in there.
I'm just assuming that as a cat thing, you're older than a year. And by that logic, you are, as far as cats are concerned, an adult. I ain't prying too much into whatever the hell it is that you are. That's your business, not really mine.
She nods like, I'm a type of tabaxi. And she just does a little hop towards the magical corner, but she doesn't really... She failed her intelligence check, even though it's pretty high. So she's just kind of batting at the doodads, looking around and sniffing.
Can I take the time to look around?
Yes. Can roll for investigation.
That's a 6.
This sure is an attic, and it sure is dusty. But there's nothing much else you can see, but there is one of the dolls that has been traveling. He did not get the memo that you guys are friendly, but he sees that none of you are hurt, so he's not fighting right now until his buddies come to join up with him. They then seem to chatter amongst themselves mutely to where the new one is now in the loop.
Okay, so I just try to carefully walk around there and just try not to drag my tail feathers too much over the very dusty floor.
Poor series.
Yeah,
We gotta get you, like, brooms attached to your tail.
Ha ha ha.
So you can dust while you walk without actually getting your tail dirty.
Oh, you want me to dust? Let me just have one good flap of my wings and you have it.
Please don't. I don't want to sneeze. Please, no, God.
It's just covering her little face like, oh no!
I just spread out my wings like I'm about to flap and then just set them down. No, I don't want to sneeze either.
Trolling the
Birds
party.
can sneeze?
Yeah, birds can sneeze.
It's actually
Oh,
very
shit.
adorable when they sneeze.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Don't tempt me to just throw a handful of dust at her. That's gonna be rude.
No,
It will be
don't.
incredibly rude.
It would be really, really rude.
As you are all looking around, there are some sewing equipment stone about and some fabric patterns. In one of the fabric patterns, you can find a small little rat thing. As described, it has a skull, and it is holding a teddy bear, and it is looking fondly at some of the dress patterns.
Huh.
It has not noticed you yet.
Okay.
I carefully walk up to it and just look down at what it's looking, but I don't say anything.
Just looming.
Just looming. I mean, it's a rat and I'm a bird. What do you expect?
2 large glowing eyes just suddenly pop up behind it. Just hi.
Exactly. Kind of like that.
It looks up at you, and it rolled so poorly it does not recognize it is in danger. It sees the big pretty eyes, it sees the fluffy, and it is small. It's almost the size of a child. So it drops its plushie and it reaches up trying to touch your face.
I just let it because it's kind of new to me that rats aren't scared of me. And it's the size of a child, so I just assume it's a cursed creature like me.
Indeed, it is small. Its voice is very dainty like a child's, like, "Oh, fluffy." And it's just petting you. It isn't hostile quite yet. It is too charmed by Fluffy Big Owl.
Yeah, I give up a little chirp because
Chirp,
pets.
chirp, chirp. It's pets. Um,
And I even lower myself a little. What you doing here, little guy, huh?
The little thing blinks, is like, oh, my name's I think my name was Jeremy. It's hard to remember. And it rubs its little skull, holding up its little plushie, and it's like, I used to live here and then they forgot about me, I think. He trails off and looks back at the patterns. It's like, Mama used to sew. Hmm.
Hmm. That's rude they forgot about you.
Little
Is that
thing.
why you were getting the others to attack things?
Jeremy nods his little head. It's like, it's cause of that little one, that Frida. It's all her fault. And the little thing admits. It looks down. It's like, I was telling the little puppet things that it'd be so much more fun if we could just have this place all to ourselves and try to get them to get rid of people.
Hmm. But that's not very nice. Do you think Mama would like you not being nice?
the little creature clicks its jaws, and it makes a whimpering sound at the term mama, and it's like,
But she left. She left me.
and it holds its little plushie closer.
Oh, I'm sure she didn't leave you because she wanted to. I mean, who would leave their kid behind?
The little thing sniffles and
It makes a little crying noise. Let's see. And it's not just crying, it is emitting a small aura that has everybody in the party feel just a tad bit weaker.
Oh,
Hey,
It's
easy now. Look, I know what it's like to lose everyone that you ever loved, either through some form of neglect or them just disappearing. But your mama, before she left, you two were close, right?
the little The little one nods. It's like I don't remember much, but I remember her smiling, and she'd make me my jammies, and the little thing gestures to its clothing. Its clothing is very torn, old pajamas.
I'm gonna look at Ceres. There's a couple ways we could handle this, but what are you thinking?
I'm smelling a curse, and as a cursed creature myself, I can say, let's help him.
Well, you ain't the only one who's got a curse. Of course I want to help him. I don't want to off him. Kind of
Yeah.
cute in a very sad way.
Yeah, me neither. And not fighting is always good. I
Tell you
turn
what.
I turn back to the little guy and just take my wings to carefully smooth over his shoulders. It's okay. We're here. I'm sure your mama loves you. And she didn't leave you because she wanted to. She was forced.
The little thing melts in your grip, and it hugs you, and it hugs tight.
The poor thing just halfway uh, disappears in my feathers.
There's just a hint of skull peeking out from all the feathers.
No.
Its touch is unnaturally cold, but it clings tightly like it is like your warmth is the only thing that it needs right now. Pidge steps onto the crate to peer at it. She rolls, but she rolls so poorly she has no idea what this thing is.
Can I
So she
roll a
reaches out and is also patting it with her paw.
Can I roll a perception check to see if it's actually cursed?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Dice play with me. It's an 11.
It's an 11, so I'd say that you can see that it is a cursed creature of some sort. Some of its limbs are, in fact, human skeletal remains, and it is animated by grief and loneliness. For
Okay.
right now, each of you with your kind words has not triggered its aggression, so it is very passive while you figure out what to do with it.
I look up at Howl, still holding the little thing in my feathers somehow, and just shrug because I'm at a loss.
I'm going to reach up and loosen my tie and reach into my shirt and pull out a necklace. And on it is the the very large fang of a werewolf. Jeremy, I
Yes,
lost my
Mr.
mom.
Cowboy.
I lost my mom a very long time ago. She didn't leave me much, but she did give me this fang, her fang, as a reminder. So I figure, since we both lost our moms, maybe an act of kindness from me to you, one orphan to another. And I give him the necklace. You will always
Little-
be safe in our clan of werewolves.
Jeremy takes the fang in both his little hands with his little plushie on the floor, and he's looking at it, holding it close and rubbing his little tiny bony thumb over it. It's like, I miss my mom, and she's not dead, but she's gone. And he looks up at you, and he looks at the little things like, I wish I could have spent more time with her though.
I sit down on the floor in front of him and just reach for my backpack, get it in front, and just look him directly in the eyes. Look, I may not have much of a family in terms because look at me, I'm a big owl and I just flap my wings slightly. But
down.
I got a children's book and I pull the book out. Do you like to read some with me?
Jeremy gasps and he's like, stories? You have stories? And he gets so animated while he's holding and bouncing with Howl's necklace. He immediately scampers into your hole to read this to look at the storybook with you. It is both heartbreaking and adorable at the same time.
So I sit down on the floor, which looks quite ridiculous with my legs stretched out. And
Actually, I have learned something recently. Owls can sit crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce owl.
they can, but I'm kind of stretching my legs out so he can sit in between them.
That's fair.
That's so precious.
And
It is.
I start to go through the book with him and trying to play brain, how about you work with me? And pay close attention to how he's behaving, how he actually moves and stuff like that, because I'm starting to get the creeping suspicion that this kid is actually an animated corpse.
I love how different this is from my one. I know, right? There's no combat. This is gonna be so sad. As you are reading to Jeremy, Pidge crawls on top of your head, and she is casting prestidigitation to help with the effects of the story. Either making smells or sounds that would work with the story.
Ah, okay.
And as it progresses, Jeremy goes from more excited to a calmer, soothe almost, and his little body is easing into series. And he's gripping Hal's necklace, but it's getting his body is jerking as he is falling asleep, with air quotes. Hal, is there anything you need to say to Jeremy?
Oh shit.
Don't cry, man.
No, it's more I'm trying to figure out what I want to say, if I want to say anything. Because
Fair.
Howl is charismatic, but he doesn't always have the right things to say. And this would have been a thing. The only thing that comes to mind is something that I should have asked before the story was read. I'm gonna look at the pile of fabrics and sewing equipment. You said that there were patterns there, right?
Yes, there's a bunch of different patterns of various clothes of men, women, and children.
Is there any particular pattern that he was focusing on the most whenever he was looking at them?
The one that he was focusing the most as a pair that is either modified to be feminine or not. It's like a little pair of overalls. It has it's overalls with one of those little kangaroo patches in front of it.
Okay. While they're reading the story and while Pigeon is doing her thing, I would like to roll sleight of hand. Or to use my forgery kit, which I am proficient in, to try and craft a copy of that little set of overalls to fit the bear.
You don't have to roll for it. I think you managed to do so because the little story is taking up enough time that you can figure it out while the other two are busy.
Okay. Once that's finished, I'm gonna put the little bear in the overalls, and I'm just gonna hand them to Jeremy.
As Jeremy takes the overalls and he looks up at you with
His rat head is hollow, but there is wetness that pools at the bottom of the eye sockets and then drops to over his cheeks. He looks at you and he looks at Ceres and Pidge and he just whispers,
thank you.
and begins to fade in both, like he is turning to dust with a gentle warm light.
No.
Once it's once it's over, he is gone along with his little bear. Howell's thing is left, and in Jeremy's where he was is sat a small little bone piece shaped like a bear.
I made myself sad.
Yeah, you're not the only one sad now.
Hooray! Depression party. um,
I would like to pick up the bone piece and stuff it in the front pocket of my backpack. Emotional damage, yeah. So I'm taking the bone piece with me. And then stuff my children's book back in my backpack.
I'm going to take my mother's necklace and put it where the bone piece was. And I'm going to leave that.
Fair. Pidge, for her part, takes her little hat off, so you can see her little horns, and just places it over her little chest.
I slowly get up from the dusty floor, dust off my fluffy bum, and just look around the others and just go, let's get out of here, please. You don't want to see an owl crying.
This place is pretty fucking depressing.
Yeah.
Pidge
All right,
nods,
let's get
and
the fuck out.
as you leave, the little Muppets are kind of as if looking for Jeremy. So as you're leaving, you can see them gently put the little sewing patterns on top of the wall.
Oh.
As you are outside, Frida is playing with her grandpapa, and he sees the party's demeanor and gently gets her attention, shushes her, and gets her to run ahead forward towards their proper home. So how'd it go? He asks.
I look the old man dead in the eyes with my big old stare and just tell him the truth. That we found a boy named Jeremy, which was likely more of a ghost or apparition, and that we basically gave him peace.
The old man's eyes glisten and his voice cracks. You saw my Jeremy? It's not him laughing, that's me. I do it when I'm nervous.
Yeah. Yes, we saw you, Jeremy. I get my backpack off and give him the bear-shaped bone piece very carefully. You might want to bury what he left behind so he really can rest and doesn't come back another time.
Alwyn nods. I didn't think that he would come back. I know the way he left was not a good way. And he holds the little bear piece very close to his chest as he's escorting you and Hal and Pidge back to his home proper. He looks down and he is crying a little bit. This poor old man. I never got to meet my grandson that much when he was alive.
I see. Yeah. Look, I'm not one for the gloomy stuff because my life is gloomy plenty as it is. So, excuse me, I'll take my backpack off and set it down on the ground. I promised your granddaughter to give her a little flight around the property. And I go to find little Frida to fulfill the promise.
The man nods and he makes a sort of eerie whistling sound that immediately has Frida's attention, who comes running back. She is swaying side to side, very excited, and sees everybody's mood, and she's a bit confused.
You okay, Miss Owl?
Yes, I will be okay. So, have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been so good. I was helping Papa move some stuff around,
And she's going on about what they've been busy up to while everybody has been having this horrible time in the house.
Okay, good. Now then, I turn my back to her and get that kneel down a little bit. Hold on tight. We're going to fly around a bit.
And she's just cheering as you take off with her.
I don't fly high, but I fly around the property a little bit and very slowly. So the old man can be assured that his granddaughter won't fall off and hurt herself.
Alwyn's just he's having a little bit of emotional whiplash, like from crying a bit to his grandson to snickering and smiling that his granddaughter is having such a great time. He wipes his eyes. It's like this is why I could never leave this place. The joy of my little ones.
Moments like these, small though they may be, we gotta hold on to them, cherish them while they last.
Pidge nods along with Hal's words. What's it? You always look fondly at the good memories more than the hard ones.
I return with little Frida, set back down on the ground and crouch down so she can safely dismount.
While you are being incredibly careful with Frida, Frida is not careful with herself and just jumps right off of you, going, "Whee!"
Yeah,
When
she's
she
probably
lands and breaks something, throw her.
she's probably taken a bunch of feathers off my back with her if she jumps down like that.
She does, but surprisingly very durable for a small child. She rolls, she gets dirt on herself, and she's laughing. She's having the time of her life. There is no such thing as damage to a small limber child.
Okay. Well then.
Alwyn invites you all back to his home for dinner and for your rewards. He has a great big stew and warm bread fresh from the bakery. He is looking around for the package of what he had as your rewards, and Frida is happily running upstairs and running back, trips on the last step, and just kind of face plants before holding her hands up. Okay,
That child.
a child.
Yeah.
She comes.
Never learned that kind of stuff.
Nope. The little child comes back and she's bouncing on her heels. I heard that you didn't kill my friends, and she's wiggling very happily. And I made these for you. I learned from Ma before she went crazy. And she holds up a small pouches, one that has a kitty on it, one that has a kind of squiggly. It's a very uneven owl pattern on one pouch, and then on the last one she has a little circle with leaves that look suspiciously like Howl's earrings. And she holds them out to each member of the party. Pidge pockets the little pouch and puts it underneath her hat.
I take the little pouch from her, bow my head in thanks, and pat her head before dropping the pouch carefully into my backpack.
I was gonna playfully poke her nose, and then I realized I have fucking long, sharp nails. I'm just gonna ruffle her hair and take the pouch.
Frida giggles and she's so happy and beaming, and she helps her grandpapa to set the table for everybody, and he nods. You can see that in some of the pictures that are on the wall is Grandpapa Alwyn, older woman that looks like to be Alice, Inky somewhere in the background. There are pictures of Alice and Jeremy, and pictures of Alice and a baby Frida. But the way she is holding Frida in the pictures is a bit far away from her.
Huh.
Does she have a particular look on her face in the pictures where she's holding the child away from her?
When she is holding Frida, she has a fake smile and her brows are slightly knit together with worry and stress. Her hair just seems a bit disheveled, holding the small child.
I look over to Howl, and when I see he's about to say something, I just step on his foot with my claw and just in a silent shut up, we don't go there.
I'm gonna very slowly turn my head toward her, tip my hat, and I would like to roll Arcana to see if there is anything magically special about the child.
You can roll for it.
All right, Arcana. -19 -1 for 18.
There is infernal energy about the child despite her human appearance. She has just a tinge of sharpness to her canines, and her eyes are mismatched. She has many of the signs of being the child of a hag.
That explains things. I will not say a singular fucking thing until we leave this place.
Alwyn, for his part, he gives you all a bowl of stew, and it is very delicious. The meat is very tender. There is nothing wrong with this food.
Oh, good. I was worried there for a second.
No, Alwyn is just legit, no magic, no nothing. He is just an old man. He is doing his best to take care of his granddaughter.
Okay.
Once everyone is fed, he brings out this package and opens it up. I don't have much in the way of money. I saved up an electum for each of you, and he takes out the little bit of coin for each of us. He then says, "But I have something that might be better, depending." And he pulls out little bus passes that are shaped like a Paleosaurus, and he hands it to each of the players. This is free passes for the Paleo packages cart that goes through these towns. You can take these and you can travel without paying the fare.
Oh, that's
Is
actually
this a
quite
one-time
nice.
thing?
Oh no, these are subscription services. You don't have to worry about it at all. And then Frida's like, "That's not how subscriptions work, Papa." And he's like, "Well, whatever. They have my sigil, and I work at the post office. You don't have to worry about it."
Okay. I look a bit confused, but gratefully take the bus pass.
On top of that, he hands everybody a pretty little stone that has the shape of a wolf on it. And these we sometimes get stuff in the mail that nobody signs for, so we kind of divide the loot amongst ourselves. Here's some pretty stones. I think they were going for some wizards. And he gives a little pretty stone for each of the players.
I bob my head in thanks to him and keep my mouth shut.
I'm gonna go and give Frida a head pat because she said subscription properly. And she is a tiny child, and that is a long word.
Frida has no idea why you're patting her, but she is very proud about it, of getting praise. Paige,
Right.
meanwhile, is playing with the marble, putting it in her mouth, and almost swallows it before hacking it out and putting it in her hat.
Do I need to make sure that you are supervised with anything shiny?
Possibly.
She does not confirm nor deny it.
I mean,
Ceres, remind me to get a leash when we get into town.
I wouldn't get her a leash, but maybe just keep an eye on her. Have you ever seen a cat on a leash? They just flop over and stop moving like the biggest drama queens that has ever existed.
That's fine. She's 4 pounds. It's not gonna matter.
See? Just pick her up and manhandle her. She can live with that, I think.
Fine. I take my backpack off. I pick Pidge up by the scruff, and I just kind of put her in the front pocket with the flap open so she
You
can
now
poke her
have
head out.
a Pidge in the inventory. Pidge sticks her head out like she's looking around. Her little hat is flopping around. She's having a good time inside the backpack. Alwyn
Aw.
chuckles. It's like, "Well, you guys are free to stay the night if you'd like, or if you have to get going on, I understand."
I weigh the chances of more fuckery happen, but then gratefully
gonna-
gratefully accept his offer because
Shit.
not sleeping out in the woods.
Shit. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it, honestly, the better of the two choices. Fuck. Ah.
Pidge nods, like, well, I have no qualms sleeping wherever. As you said, I weigh 4 pounds. It's not exactly hard to find a comfortable spot.
Well, comfortable spot for you.
That's fair, you are very big.
Yes, I'm very big and I tend to fall off branches.
Lord. Frida, meanwhile, is overjoyed that you're all staying, and she's like, you can stay in my room. And Alwyn very gently does a little karate chop atop of her noggin. He's like, no, they're staying in the guest room because you won't let them sleep. Or alternatively, you will put them to sleep, and that is not nice to do to strangers.
I would like to see her try, but we're not really in the mood to test that theory right now. Says the
Let's-
man who is immune to being put to sleep magically.
I'm an
Frida's
owl.
like, well, if you need help sleep, I can put you to sleep if you want.
Oh, don't worry, little one. I'm an owl. I can sleep wherever I stand and fly.
It's so cool. I wish I could do that.
And she tries to close her eyes and just against the little chair, but she's just like shakes her head.
No, doesn't seem comfy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Anyway, I hear bedtime. Let's fucking sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bedtime sounds nice.
Frida takes you off to one of the guest rooms, and Alwyn's trailing behind, just making sure she doesn't get into too much trouble. The guest room itself is very modest. There's a very large bed, there's love seats, there is plenty of room to negotiate where to sleep. And he nods, like, well, feel free to, whenever you're ready to go, we'll have some breakfast ready so you can start the day with a full tummy.
I thank him.
Much obliged.
Thank you very much. So, once the door is closed and it's just the three of us, so Hal, Pidge, and me, I just fluff out my feathers once in what seems to be a stretch.
Big stretch.
I don't care what you guys sleep in, but this corner there looks owl-shaped, and that's where I'm sleeping.
We need to leave as soon as possible once the sun is up.
Well, what
Uh,
makes you say that? Pidge jumps out of Howl's backpack and bounces over to Siri. She looks at the door and then she smacks her own cheeks a few times. And in a little puff goes from a tiny 4-pound cat to a small tabaxi woman.
Let's just say the paranoia that I have alive for a very long. I would like to continue that. I'll
That is
explain later when we're on the road.
on the road.
yeah, sounds good to me. I mean, we just dealt with a reanimated baby boy, so how about we just don't linger too much. The only reason.
Oh yeah. And you got to witness me transform. That was a fucking trip.
Yeah, well, I'm no stranger to transforming, so
Was actually
yes.
quite fascinating. I've never got the chance to see it up close before.
Oh, it's a little more horrifying when it's the real deal than what I did. Trust me. A lot more bones breaking.
What?
And she
Yeah, so how about we just take a quick nap, recharge our batteries, and then get the fuck out?
That's fair. Make use of the lavatories and everything, and then once we're ready to go, hit the road.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
Fair enough. And I'm going to double check that every door and window in this room is locked.
As Hal is doing that, Pidge is trying to reach for Ceres with her little claws to gently smooth out her feathers, because she did promise to preen Siri.
I just sit there, let her do her thing while sinking down into myself. Like, really, like, tired owls do.
Tired
Honestly,
owl puddle.
yeah, one of
Pancake.
us should keep watch, but I'm certainly not covering the first shift. And then I'm just dead asleep.
When Ceres is dead asleep, Pidge very gently withdraws her paws and tilts her head to look at Ceres like,
Oh, she's really pretty.
Yeah, let's keep her that way.
Pidge nods and like, so you, fellow warlock, and nodding along.
Yep. Don't exactly know what the hell it is that I'm serving. Not exactly complaining with what I can do.
That's fair. Sometimes not knowing is the better part of the deal.
Unfortunately, though, we have found ourselves in a very, very unpleasant deal. And I'm going to take some of the parchment that I have in my backpack and write out a note. The child is a hag.
Does he show this note to Pidge?
Yes.
Pidge looks at the note and then covers her little bell, and her voice lowers just a smidge. Like, so do we do, or do we just go and hope it works out?
We are not, and I cannot stress this enough, prepared for that level of fuckery. We politely accept their hospitality. We move on. And when we can, if we can, down the road, when we're a little bit better prepared, then we check on the situation. But for now, that man either knows what he is in and knows how deep in it he is, or he is clueless and he will remain thusly until it is too late. But I
Pidge,
don't fuck with the Fae.
Pidge is nodding along as you're talking, and she keeps her paw over the over her little bell and then takes it off. So for now, we know nothing. And that is what
Correct.
she says, just a bit louder, before covering her bell again.
Correct. Are there any candles in this room
There are
that are lit?
some candles that are lit that are in protective glass.
So,
It
like
is,
a little lamp that has an opening to light the candle from above?
yes, just very simple lighting for the type of town that they're in.
I would like to request, Pigeon, that you cast Prestidigitation, because I saw you do it earlier, and remove the smell from this room. And I'm going to roll up the parchment and stuff it into one of the candles so that it burns.
Pigeon, for her part, nods and she uh gives her paw a sweeping bow and makes the room smell just like cleaning supplies.
And then I am going to lay down on the bed, cross my ankles, take my hat and cover my face. And I'm going to pretend to sleep for the first watch.
Pigeon nods and she looks at you. She looks at Ceres, and for her part, she writes a little bit in a small journal she takes out of her hat and pockets the journal very quickly before curling up in one of the seats, flopping upside down to take a nap for her second watch. And is where we
Cool.
will stop the campaign then.
Bye, Eldon. Love you.
Bye bye, Eldon. Have a good day.
So, how's everyone feeling?
That was evil.
Thanks, it was supposed to be more violent, but then it got sad.
Well, I mean, I was kind of wanting to do the whole aggressive negotiations again, but then I realized, no, this is just a depressed and lonely spirit. And I was like, Hal would have realized that too. Shit. No
Mm,
spooky zombie werewolf.
yeah.
Rippy.
And Ceres wants to fix things without fighting if possible.
It is so
And
lovely to see how you guys handled this.
yeah, if reading stories to a ghost child or a zombie child or whatever is fixing things, then yeah.
Yeah, and as much as violence is fun, and it is, not always the solution. Sometimes it's just a little bit of kindness, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Very lovely.
Mm.
Although I
So,
did want to throw that one fucking puppet into a meat grinder and just watch it crunch.
it's always that one puppet. It was a thorn in Eldon's side too as well. Uh Fortunately, you guys succeeded in the optional quest, which is to not kill Frida's friends. So her hag mother has no clue, because she, if you had failed, would have told her ma.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not willing to fuck with that.
Yeah.
Also, like, it's a child. If we hurt her friends, like, I would have felt so guilty, and I know Hal would have been pretty fucking decimated too, because, like, he had his innocence robbed from him when he was young. He didn't want to have to deal with that, being that his actions directly doing that to another child.
It's actually marvelous that I was able to make something that could touch each of you in your own specific ways with this one shot.
It's also,
Yippee.
from what you're telling, you're building a kind of story with what we found out. And that kind of story is very sad.
Not the only story, though.
Yeah.
Intertwining.
Sad boy hours.
Oh, yeah. Sad
The next one
hours
will be
too.
more fun. Survival.
Just make I just like to make it known, Ceres snores, but her
Just
snores are tiny hoots.
oh, that's so cute.
That is fucking adorable.
I can imagine the party just waking up, hearing that, and just staring at her because it is so cute.
I mean, Howl just pretends to sleep.
Well, so he's only pretending to sleep for the first watch, because if someone were to burst into that room or sneak into that room and try to kill them, the element of surprise is often the best one to have.
Absolutely.
But he is definitely getting sleep after that, because first watch always sucks.
Yeah,
It
first
does.
watch is the most sucky thing ever. Okay, so but dear audience, I'd say we cut it here.
Yes.
Thank you again to our lovely game master. Isn't she
Teehee.
wonderful? Isn't she playing with us? Plays us like a fiddle, makes us sad. I will totally not cry into my pillow. And thank you for Howl for joining, for playing.
Oh, anytime. Anytime, as long as I'm available.
And I will see if I can drop you off with someone I know. Let's see. Let's continue the train. Nope, I can't.
Well, the next one will hopefully not be sad. It is more just objective survive.
Objective survive. That's easy enough.
Hooray!
Yippee! Siri, you're used to being cursed. This is just a different flavor of it.
So
Yeah.
is killing things a bad idea with that objective, or
I mean, you could. You might make things harder for yourself or easier for yourself. It just depends on what you're killing.
got it?
Hooray.
Throw the child in the oven, bake her into a pie. Real hag shit.
German fairy tale time.
I mean, I basically read fairy tales to little Jeremy, so
Oh, the fucking trauma that could have imparted upon that poor child.
What do you
Uh,
mean they put the baby in the oven?
hey, I read that stuff as a kid and I turned out just fine.
What do you mean they
Let's
cut her
not.
foot off? What do you mean they cut 2 parts of her foot off to jam into the glass slipper?
Yeah, and
What do
that's the
you
nicer
mean that the
stories.
Fae made them dance on glass until they bled to death?
Mm,
So
What do
much
you
fun.
mean she still lost the man of her dreams after losing her voice and then just decided to...
turn into sea foam. That one was the Danish, just so you know.
Get it straight.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
say close enough, but that might be offensive, and I don't want to do that.
We
Although
love
Danishes
them.
are delicious.
Oh, you mean the pastry?
Danish is the pastry.
Yes.
Same brain series.
I just, for a moment, what, huh?
People are pastry.
I mean, people can be tasty too, just saying.
Oh.
Really depends. Really depends on a few things, but people can, in fact, be tasty.
Tea.
Okay, but guys, that's it for today. Thank you all for joining.
Thank
And
you.
I wish you a good rest of your time zone, whatever time zone you're in. And see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right.